everyone. I'm Sanjana, Jay and Jay's Fireside Chat Coordinator, and I'm here with Jessica for another Fireside Chat. Jessica, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's jump into it. Our first question is, does your current internship align with what you're majoring in college?
Yes, it does. I am interning at Greek House, which is a sorority and fraternity t-shirt company. And I am working their social media for the summer. And they are also interested in me becoming an ambassador for their company when I go back to campus to tell different sororities and fraternities on my campus about their company and if they're interested in using their brand for t-shirts.
That's awesome. So, what does a typical day in the life at your job look like?
So my internship is virtual. So it kind of changes depending on the day, but most of the time, Monday through Friday, I have a Zoom meeting with my social media manager to go over different tasks and ideas we have and when we're going to do all of them and kind of figure out how to grow their Instagram and TikTok and all of that. So it starts off with a meeting, and then I usually get assigned some Instagram story posts to do. So I use websites like Canva to help me like create different posts for them, and I talk to like email my manager, and we also use an app called Slack that we connect through with other interns for the company, and we kind of pick ideas, pitch them, and see which one's best. And yeah, so that's what I do currently for Monday through Friday, is do mostly Instagram stories, but also pitching ideas for their feed and how they would like to grow their Instagram and yeah, TikTok.
That's great. And especially with social media being so important nowadays, especially for marketing and things like that,
Yeah.
it seems like you guys really have a great idea of how to reach the target audience. And as you mentioned, TikTok, like that's such a great platform to really spread the word out there with businesses.
Yes, it definitely grew over the pandemic with people being inside all the time. And it's still a growing app and has so much potential for businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. So my next question for you is, how did you use your network to help you, sorry, how did using your network help you get the opportunities that you got?
Okay, so I used for finding an internship, I used a bunch of different techniques for looking for them. I went to my school's career and services office and was like, I'm majoring in marketing and minoring in social media and sales. Like, is there anything that pertains to that? And they did have some internship opportunities, but none of them were located near me at home, so I wouldn't be able to do them. And then I used LinkedIn, Way Up, and other job websites, and that's how I found Greek House. And I also, to kind of start with like the interviewing process, I went to different career fairs at my school, which really helped in being able to say exactly how I want my internship to go, what I'm interested in, and everything. And it gave me a lot of practice. And I also would interview with companies I really wasn't sure about and really didn't know about. And that really helped me figure out like what exactly I want to go into more specifically. And yeah, that really helped. But Way Up was how I found Greek House, and then they called me, and yeah, the rest is history.
That's awesome. And yeah, I completely echo what you said, especially with LinkedIn and these other sites. They're such a great way to grow your network. So anyone listening out there, definitely make
Yeah,
amazing LinkedIn profiles. They can help so much.
definitely.
My last question for you is, what advice would you give to young people who will be embarking on their professional lives soon?
Okay, so LinkedIn and other websites, I have over 1,000 connections on there, and that's mainly because I connected with like people from my school and also companies I'm interested in, and just kind of like reaching out to them if you're like, oh, I think this company is really cool to work for. Just look for try to find someone who has the position you want to go for, like end game that position, and see if you could contact them through LinkedIn, whether they're giving their email or whether you could just message them on LinkedIn and say, hey, so and so who's really interested in working for your company. I have a few ideas. And yeah, that is one tip I have. Another one is to network and really go, really just reach out to people you know who are in the company you want to be a part in, or whether you know them well or you just like kind of know them but know what they're working for and you want to work at that same company. Reach out to them and just ask it what their day-to-day life is, and also ask them how they got the job, if they like working there, if they would recommend it, and maybe you would find a position that way. But definitely networking is my main tip for finding what is right for you. And I know it can be like a little uncomfortable to network and like reach out to people because it's a new thing and you're not really used to it, but it really does help with finding like opportunities, meeting new people. It's great.
Absolutely. I completely love everything that you said. And I think, especially when you're younger, you don't really hear it as much. But once you hit college, it's like networking, networking all the time. So definitely, if you take anything away from this, anyone watching, definitely take away networking. It's super important.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jessica, for joining us. This was a great session. And as I said, I think we hit a lot of important points, and I hope everyone takes the important stuff away from this.